It often begins quietly. No alarms, no warning bells, just a faint, pressing weight behind the chest. For many seniors, that small discomfort is the body's first cry for help, a whisper before the storm. Every year, more than 805,000 Americans experience a heart attack, and over 70% of those happen at home. The first few minutes decide everything. For those over 60, survival depends not on luck, but on knowledge, on the power to recognize what's happening and to act before it's too late. When a heart attack strikes, the symptoms may come gently. A wave of nausea, sudden fatigue, a dull ache radiating down the arm or jaw. According to the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, more than 1 in 3 older adults mistake these signs for indigestion or muscle strain. That delay, just 10 minutes of waiting, can reduce the chances of survival by half. The truth is simple. Recognizing the early warning signs is the first step toward saving your own life. Imagine waking in the middle of the night, breathless, sweat beading on your forehead. The room feels thick, the air heavy. This is how it begins. For many doctors call it the golden window. The first 5 minutes when the right decisions can turn fate in your favor. At that moment, your body is fighting to deliver oxygen to the heart. Every heartbeat counts. The earlier you act, the better your chances. The American Heart Association reports that immediate action can double survival odds, even when you're completely alone. The first step: call emergency services. Even if you can barely speak, dial the number. Emergency operators are trained to trace silent calls and dispatch help if they hear labored breathing or silence. Studies show that delaying emergency contact by just 5 minutes can reduce survival chances by up to 50%. Many seniors hesitate, afraid to seem dramatic or to bother someone, but every minute without help is another minute the heart goes without oxygen. The most heroic thing you can do for yourself is to call right away. Keep your phone within arm's reach, especially at night. A 2024 AARP health report found that nearly 40% of adults over 60 keep their phones more than 6 feet away while sleeping. Those extra steps can mean the difference between reaching help and collapsing before you can move. Technology has evolved to bridge this gap. Smartwatches and medical alert systems can detect irregular heartbeats and automatically contact emergency services. In 1 year alone, Apple Watch alerts led to more than 1,200 confirmed life-saving interventions. Preparedness is protection. While waiting for help, fear becomes the next enemy. Panic quickens the heart, demands more oxygen, and narrows blood vessels further. Controlling your breathing isn't about calm, it's about survival. Inhale slowly through your nose for 5 seconds. Exhale through your mouth for 7. This simple technique, supported by the Mayo Clinic, can reduce cardiac strain by up to 12%. Focus on rhythm, not fear. In that stillness, you give your body the gift of stability, the strength to hold on a little longer. If you begin to feel dizzy or faint, position yourself carefully. Never lie flat. It forces the heart to work harder. Sit upright or recline with your back supported and knees bent. According to the Cleveland Clinic, this posture lowers the heart's workload by nearly 20%. It allows blood to circulate more efficiently, easing strain until help arrives. For those who live alone, practicing this position once or twice a month can make it second nature. So when the moment comes, instinct takes over. In rare cases, when consciousness begins to fade, deep, forceful coughing may help sustain circulation. Though not a cure, what doctors call cough CPR, can temporarily push oxygenated blood through the heart. In monitored hospital conditions, patients using this technique have sometimes remained conscious long enough for defibrillation. It's not a guaranteed method, but in desperate moments, every action counts. Remember, the goal is to maintain awareness, to buy seconds until professional help takes over. Preparation doesn't begin with the emergency. It begins today. More than 17.9 million people die from cardiovascular disease globally each year, according to the World Health Organization. Yet over 80% of premature deaths could be prevented through awareness and timely action. Simple steps, keeping aspirin nearby, wearing alert devices, arranging easy phone access, are silent shields that protect you before you ever need them. The time to prepare isn't when your heart is racing. It's when it's steady. Modern medicine has given us powerful tools: smart monitors, voice-activated assistants, fall detectors, all designed to help those living alone. A 2025 NIH study found that seniors using such devices had a 32% higher survival rate after cardiac emergencies. These tools are companions, not luxuries. Each one adds another layer of safety between you and the unthinkable. In a world where seconds matter, technology can make sure those seconds are counted. But survival is not just about gadgets. It's about mindset. Survivors of heart attacks often describe a defining moment: the decision to act instead of freeze. In countless case studies, those who took immediate steps, calling 911, taking aspirin, staying calm, were twice as likely to leave the hospital alive. Courage doesn't mean the absence of fear. It means acting through it. It means trusting that knowledge is stronger than panic. And when the sirens finally reach your street, when trained hands take over, you'll know you've done everything right. In hospitals, cardiologists often say, the patient who survives is the one who fought early. One of those fighters was Harold, 67, who followed these exact steps. His doctors later told him his left anterior descending artery was 90% blocked, a condition called the widowmaker. They said he had minutes, not hours, but he made the call, took the aspirin, and controlled his breath. He survived because he was ready. For every Harold, there are countless others who never got the chance. Over 300,000 people die each year before emergency services arrive, often because they didn't recognize the signs or hesitated too long. Awareness doesn't just save your life, it can save someone else's. Share what you know. Teach it to your spouse, your friends, your neighbors. The knowledge you hold could be the heartbeat that keeps another person alive. After recovery, change must follow. Nearly 90% of heart attack survivors over 60 modify at least one daily habit: keeping emergency medication close, walking daily, reducing salt, or monitoring blood pressure. Rehabilitation isn't just physical, it's psychological. It reminds you that surviving once is not the end of the story. It's the beginning of a new one. The heart, when cared for, is resilient. It can heal, strengthen, and carry you through decades more. But the first step will always be awareness. Learn your body's language. The early signs, a squeezing chest, lightheadedness, pressure that spreads to your neck or back, are not just discomforts. They're messages. Responding quickly transforms panic into power. The faster you act, the more your body can heal. The longer you wait, the more time you surrender. Survival is measured in seconds. Every life saved begins with the same truth. Your life is worth saving. When you understand that, the choices become clear. Keep your phone near you. Know where your aspirin is. Learn the steps. Practice them. You may never need them, but if that day ever comes, they'll already be part of you. The quiet courage of preparation can turn tragedy into triumph. Across the world, millions of people over 60 live independently. That independence is precious, but it must be protected. The key isn't to fear what might happen, but to prepare for it. Preparation transforms vulnerability into strength. Knowledge transforms isolation into control. You are never truly alone when you know what to do. And so, if the night ever feels too still, if your heartbeat ever stumbles, remember this story. Remember the steps. Remember that survival is not just a matter of chance. It's the art of readiness. Keep your tools close, your courage closer, and your mind calm. Help is always on its way, but you are the first responder your heart will ever have.